Do you believe in fate, or do you think it's just a series of happy accidents? For us, it started with an accident, a collision in a crowded college hallway. I remember it so clearly. The bell had just rung, and everyone was rushing to their next class. I was juggling a stack of textbooks, probably for that ridiculously hard literature course. And then, bam, books went flying everywhere. I looked up, ready to apologize, and that's when I saw them, standing there, amidst the chaos of scattered papers and fallen books, with this sheepish grin on their face. Our eyes met, and in that split second, the noisy hallway just faded away. It was just us! We both started laughing, scrambling to pick up our things. That clumsy, chaotic moment was the first page of our story. Who knew that a simple "I'm so sorry" would lead to "I do"? From that day on, it felt like the universe was constantly pushing us together.
We'd bump into each other at the library, in the cafeteria line.
Even at that tiny coffee shop off campus that almost no one knew about. It was uncanny. Those chance encounters soon turned into intentional meets. It started with, "Hey, are you going to the library tonight? Want to study together?" I was nervous at first, wondering if I'd be able to focus on my notes with them sitting right across from me. And honestly, I didn't get much studying done those first few times. Instead, we'd end up talking for hours. We talked about everything and nothing. Our dreams, our fears, our ridiculously embarrassing childhood stories. Those late-night study sessions, fueled by cheap coffee and a shared sense of panic before exams, became my favorite part of the week. They weren't just about cramming for tests anymore. They were about us. It was in the quiet hum of the library, under the dim glow of a desk lamp, that our friendship started to blossom into something more. The stolen glances across piles of textbooks, the way our hands would brush when reaching for the same book, those tiny moments were building a connection that felt bigger than just friendship. College life flew by in a whirlwind of classes, parties, and campus festivals. And through it all, we were a team.
I remember one particular winter festival.
The whole campus was lit up with fairy lights, and there was this infectious energy in the air. We were wandering through the stalls, sipping on hot chocolate, and my hands were freezing. Without a word, they took my hand and slipped it into their coat pocket. My heart did a complete back. It was such a simple, gentle gesture, but it felt so significant. It was the first time I truly realized, that my feelings for them ran so much deeper than just a crush. Of course, it wasn't always perfect. We had our small fights, usually over silly things like who was better at video games or which movie to watch. But even our arguments had a way of bringing us closer. We learned how to listen, how to compromise, and how to apologize. Each disagreement, each resolution, was like another brick solidifying the foundation of our relationship. We were growing, not just as individuals, but together. We were learning what it meant to be a partner, a confidant, a best friend. Then came graduation day. The air was thick with a mix of excitement and nostalgia. We were all in our caps and gowns, a sea of proud, slightly terrified graduates ready to face the real world.
I remember standing there, listening to the speeches, my diploma in hand, and looking over at them.
They caught my eye from across the crowd and gave me that smile, the same one from the day we first met. In that moment, surrounded by cheers and a few happy tears, it all hit me. We had made it. We had survived impossible exams, navigated the drama of college life, and through it all, we had found each other. We hadn't just gotten degrees, we had grown up, and we had done it together, falling in love a little more each day. As we threw our caps into the air, I knew this wasn't an ending. It was just the beginning of our next chapter. Years passed. We built a life together, faced new challenges, and celebrated new victories. We traveled, we got jobs, we created a home, but we never forgot where it all began. So, one sunny afternoon, we found ourselves back on that familiar campus. It had changed, of course. New buildings, new faces, but the feeling was the same. We walked down that same crowded hallway, the one that felt so much smaller now. We stood in the exact spot where our books and our lives had collided. Hand in hand, we looked at each other, and all the memories came flooding back. The nervous laughter, the late-night talks, the stolen glances, everything. That clumsy, accidental meeting had set in motion a lifetime of love. And right there, back where our forever had its start, we knew we wouldn't have it any other way. Thanks for listening to our story. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like and subscribe for more. See you next time.